Good evening, everyone. As promised, I am here live, almost 6:10 in the evening, just in front of the Symphony Hall. You can see the big wheel there. It's called the Stratford-upon-Avon Big Wheel. Totally different perspective at night, obviously. Not sure if it will break up here, but we are at the fair ground part of the market, I like to call it, and I'm trying to be careful. My glasses are steaming up, so if I do get anyone asking me questions, so I'm going to have to take it off for a little while. Yes, this is the new ride this year. Isn't it beautiful? Because, as I said earlier on today, it was a bit of a building site here still. Symphony Hall was having its multi-million pound refurbishment, extension, and the Rep Theatre here. Also, Broad Street was not open for another 7 months. So anyway, every area. So it was sort of squeezed in, but very unsightly. Even here, because of the Symphony Hall extension, you never had this ride here. You just had all building work. So it's wonderful. Here we are, the big wheel. I've just heard people go on the swinging chairs. This is wonderful here. I do remember it being an outdoor ice skating rink. I have ordered a gimbal again, guys, the number 3, the older one. I found it better personally. So, isn't this wonderful? So, a little bit of shaking today. You probably think it's unprofessional, but I had a problem with the number 6. I wanted the latest one, but it wasn't as good as the 3. I sent it back and I want it back again. And this is here for 7 weeks until the 23rd of December. So I'm going to do, hopefully, a lot of filming for you. I don't want you to be looking at selfie stick, even if it's just slightly shaky. I want you to have the best experience possible, even though I'm talking to myself at the moment. Come on, Fernando. It's just after 1 o'clock in New York City. You should be here. So you go through there. You can bring your own skates or hire some. I'm not sure how much the skates are to hire. It did break up a few times today, guys. My apologies. I'm on 720. I would be on 1080, but not sure what's going to happen tonight. But let's have a quick look in here for you. It is free to watch, and they have some stalls this time and tables. So that's wonderful. Not too many people skating at the moment, but it is only 6:10. copyright there. It's okay with the copyrights, as long as it's not a strike. If you use, say you bought a DVD, a CD, and you just played the music from the CD, someone famous, you'll get a strike. If you get 3, apparently they can take your channel down. Well, they do forever. But copyright, I've had lots of copyright. I'll get one there. Obviously it's licensed and someone has claim to the music, and the copyright, it just says a copyright warning. So if I were, for example, very popular vlogger, they would demonetize it. So all the money I would get from the ad revenue, which I don't get any anyway, would go to the person who owns the music, and that's for the whole video. But it's not a strike. I'm just going to change this to 1. Forgive me, I'm getting used to. If you have the ultra wide lens, it does tend to be a little bit darker. So I'm going to, I don't think it did break up then. Anyway, getting back, I do digress. Oh, they have opened it today, my apologies. I was moaning about this. Nobody's using it. Left and right, but I might as well use it. Oh no, it's not open, my apologies again. See, they had this open for the Commonwealth Games. Look here, this building here should have been finished now. And one would have thought someone might use a few grey cells and think, well, you know, instead of condensing people into this area here, can you imagine what it's going to be like on Friday and Saturday? They could open the other lane, just take the 2 gates away, job done. I nearly did not go out. And the video, well, it's weird. It went on, didn't go onto my YouTube channel, but it went onto YouTube. So people were watching it. And my apologies, my 350, I got 3 new subscribers from filming today. I apparently sent it, so it's at 360 at the moment if anyone watches it on my YouTube channel, but it's not public because YouTube procrastinate. They can take up to 12 hours, even though it's only 7:20, to allow me to post public, which will mean my subscribers would be aware it's on there. So they would not be aware unless they actually go on the channel for some reason. Again, I'm talking to myself. I wasn't coming out tonight. I was tired. I've only been home a couple of hours from filming, and I thought, oh, I don't want to go out tonight, but I promised someone on my channel who came in. And here we are. Yes, so I thought it automatically, perhaps someone can help me with this, when I switch off Prism, it will go on to my channel, which it has done before. Maybe I did something wrong. I switched it off too quickly. Paradise. Yes, and all this, Vinoteca was not here. All this was all boarded up, the whole area. I think even you had a narrow lane. And as you know, I said today, Floozy in the jacuzzi, the fountain, was all boarded up. So it was rather unsightly. Now it's magnificent. I mean, obviously the fountain's off because, as you know, I tell you every time, it breaks down about gets blocked up every 2 or 3 weeks. So they timed that perfectly, didn't they, for Christmas? Although, I have to say the sound was good today, but getting back, it did break up a few times, but I watched live videos all over the world, and especially when they came over from abroad, a few of them to London, they were horrified filming live. I mean, one of the vloggers, Walk, Ride, Fly, it was almost impossible. 90% of the time it was buffering. I mean, I personally would have switched the camera off, and I would film non-live, and you'd get it in 1080 HD. I cannot see any point when you you're in an area and it's really bad. But today it buffered a few times, and you would have noticed that. And I thought I did okay with my first live broadcast. It buffered a few times, which annoyed me, but as you know, there's nothing I can do about that. And it was almost, I'd say 98% okay. Sometimes it got a bit weak in other areas. But overall, in comparison to the thousands of live videos I've watched, I thought that worked really well today. Unfortunately, unless it's really bad, you cannot tell, you don't get a warning. I mean, this is the first night, it's been open a few hours. Hello guys, you're live on YouTube. So, say hello. Although there's nobody watching. This is so different from earlier today. No, it's okay here. I was here last year and it was frightening. You know, we still had COVID, we still do, and you couldn't move. Oh no, I hate myself. I never show myself on camera. I'm too old.
Why?
I'm just conscious of it. I always think, oh, YouTube.
Look how beautiful that no, not me.
Yeah, you see, YouTube. This is live on YouTube, but it's
is it?
yes.
Can hear
You
us.
just say hello. You're on. See you. Bye bye. Here we are, guys. That's a big sausage. It's so different at night, isn't it? But getting back to last year, I'd only been vlogging 4 months. I was quite happy today. I could have done better, but I think for my very first live broadcast it was okay. I'm still talking to myself, but I always talk to myself. I live on my own. I always talk to myself. Nutella. Oh, I love crepes. Someone asked me if there are many gifts to buy here, so come on, Fernando, you're naughty. Just after 1 o'clock. Hello. You've been here all day? Oh, I've been home for a couple of hours. Good luck. Hello, super friends. You probably heard me. I'm sorry the connections come up not too good there. So, but as you know from a world famous YouTube vlogger, nothing we can do about that. I'm fine, thank you. Oh, you're on the train. Hello.
The last song, and one of the best songs from ABBA.
Yeah, it's Christmas already. A lot of trouble with the selfie sticks, Fernando. Not selfie sticks, the gimbals. I used the 3 and then I sent it back and got the 6, but it was it played up a lot for me, and I wasn't happy with it. I actually preferred the 3, so I've ordered it again from Amazon. Well, they did tell me off for sending stuff back all the time, so hopefully I'll get that in a couple of days. So forgive me, we are holding a selfie stick, which I would never do. But I'm trying to be as steady as possible. Obviously, I don't know if you saw my first video today. I mean, it's only open today. I think it's magnificent for the city, and as you know, it's your favourite place, Victoria Square. And yeah, I've got the selfie stick coming. Now, when I switched off, perhaps you can help me or send me a message. When I switched off the Prism today, the video didn't go directly to YouTube, although I'd linked it to YouTube. Now, when I tested it at home yesterday, it did go to YouTube. It is very beautiful, but I searched, and I've had to actually go to my photos. It sent it to my photos, and then download it, and it's still waiting in unlisted, because you know what YouTube's like. You can't post public until you get the high resolution, which I only filmed in 720. It's a beautiful Christmas market, and it's a wonderful day. We've had horrendous weather, so should the video I finished today have gone directly to my YouTube page? We only had 6 views, but let's be honest, Fernando, you know what it's like. I think you started your first channel 4 years ago. I think I did all right on there. As you know, I like to waffle. Flues is over there. It did break up, I think, when you first sent the message. I noticed that. So, but as I said, you know, as a vlogger and a very experienced one, these things happen, and we can't do anything about that. But overall, the video I sent today, I think it's 40-something minutes, and I'm still waiting, as you know, to post it public. It was 95% good, the picture quality, in 720. So here we are. You like Floozy, I know you do. It broke up near the carousel as you sent the message, so I assume the picture there is going to be really awful, or it's just going to go off. But yes, as I said, overall, it did really well today. For my first one I'm not responsible for the reception, but I got a deal, I don't know if you heard, 25 gigabytes for 30 days and unlimited text, which I don't use, and phone calls. I just wanted it for the data. It's not a contract, 30 days, 25 gigabytes, works out 60 pence a gigabyte, so it should last me in a month. Do you think 25 gigabytes? Because I'm not going to be a live vlogger. I'm not like you. It's just you're brilliant at it. But I thought Christmas market, something like this, I wanted it to be as authentic as possible. So I thought, well, okay, I want my viewers to, experience a live transmission. That's why I'm here now. Although, as I said, I was going to sit down and have my dinner, but I promised someone, and here we are. But I told you off today for not coming in during the day. I think it's only 8:30 in the morning in New York when I started filming here at 1 o'clock or 1:30. Oh, it's probably about 58 to 62 degrees, believe it or not. There isn't any wind. Yesterday was absolutely horrendous. I'm using a Simco radio microphone. I must tell you, on Amazon, the wind yesterday was as bad as it gets, and it didn't come out on the video. It's got a good dead cat. I think it was 90 pounds. Simco radio microphone. You plug it into your, like that, plug it into your phone. It's all right, someone's teasing me. and you know, I've got it, it's like the Go, is it the Go one that all the other vloggers buy? I'd say about 90 pounds. The funny thing is, I must do it for you sometime, but I won't at the moment because I've got to get used to all these other things. It's got 7 different voice changes on it, so I press a button and you've got 7 different voices. There's like a ghost voice, there's like a child, there's like a, well, one day I'll do it when I get used to, but I wanted to obviously get used to the Prism app, which you recommended, the first time in my life using it. So I just want to, and the burden of a selfie stick, trying to keep as still as possible. I need to concentrate on those things first. Steak for £6. Does smell good. It is so different from, here we are, look at that. Oh, that smells wonderful. I know, don't tease me, Fernando. You know what it's like when you first started live. I've been broadcasting non-live 16 months. Funny is though, just broadcasting today, I spoke to a couple of people and I got 3 more subscribers. I know they're very popular. People will say, oh, that's pathetic, but you know, what can I do? I got 350 now. As you said before, my viewers are picking up. And I don't know how one gets to notify people to come on. I mean, they get 30 billion views a year, YouTube. I'm on the last page today. Nobody knows I'm broadcasting live. I know for a fact, and you know, if a lot of people around, well, Birmingham certainly, or people who left Birmingham, knew they had a live broadcast of the Christmas market. I've seen a few people today and none of them were broadcasting live. So it's not like New York, and with respect, you'd get loads of live vloggers at any one time. I didn't find anyone broadcasting live. If people knew somehow, but it's those damn wretched algorithms on YouTube, I would have a lot more viewers. I'm sure you would agree with that, although I've just lost 1 or 2. Oh, please don't leave me. Fernando, tell all your friends. Get Patrick on here. You've got thousands of friends. You're the most popular vlogger in the world. I'm not as audacious as you. You are very experienced, but very unique, and one in a million, obviously. Oh, so someone wanted to look at some gifts today. I don't know if she's on here, but look, let me show you if you are on here. A little toy for you, Fernando. And tell me, Fernando, what is the sound like and reception? I think the sound should be okay because the mics, as I said, it's a Simco mic. Have a look on Amazon and I tell you, I've had about 20. I sent them all back. They told me off for sending stuff back all the time. But they did accept. Oh, look at those, aren't they wonderful? Gift ideas for someone today who said they would be watching this evening. Forgive me, I cannot remember their name. That's cute, isn't it? Hello.
What have you got?
I'll sell clothing and music festivals.
Nice thing about this market I noticed today, Fernando, people are very friendly. They welcome you. You know, you have to respect them. You don't want to put the camera in their face, but they always say, "Oh look, slippers here, £10." All right, I'm sure my live YouTube viewers, they'll be all dashing down here to buy your slippers.
Oh, he's on Facebook Live.
YouTube Live, yes. Okay. These donuts here. So yes, if you do get to watch my video today, Fernando, you'll see it didn't break up a lot.
Sorry.
And you know as well as anyone. So you've got gaps here, getting back to what I said today. We had the market last year, and then the year before, because of wretched COVID, we never had the market. Hello there, hi there. And when they came back last year, it was a bit spread out, which it is again this year. It will recover. These are beautiful, aren't they? And this market, Fernando, is here until the 23rd of December. It's about 7 weeks. And the ice skating rink is here till the 8th of January with the other things. At the beginning of this video, I'm not sure if it did break up there. Yesterday it did, so it's a very sort of a nasty little spot. You know, it's like what you have in That's some messages there. I don't know what they mean, but still. Hello there, how are you? So when I get my gimbal, I relax more because I hate shaky videos. And when you start filming live, as you know, my second time, you're always going to get spam messages. No, the Christmas market finishes 23rd. Sorry, the German Christmas market, December, and the fairground park goes on until the 8th of January. I mean, it really is a German Christmas market, and people come from Germany. All these stalls are actually stored here in Birmingham, and they come over and, you know, have this wonderful market every year. What is that? God is love, power of God. Yes, I couldn't agree more with you. Let's say to my couple of viewers, though, and we got 7 now, I'm famous. No politics, no bad language. It's a family-friendly channel. And most definitely no racist remarks, please, please, please. I know broadcasting live for the first time and being a starter at this game and not having obviously any moderators, it's very difficult to control the feed on here. Well, I can't control it, I can't do anything about it. So we just hope, and being a very sensitive guy, I should just try to ignore any spam messages if I get them, and just hope that everyone is very kind here and friendly, and let's all love each other, and a wonderful time of the year for everyone. And it's been a difficult time. You see here you have these gaps. They've spread it out again. It hadn't survived the pandemic. This is the second year, and it wasn't here the year before that, but it will come back. So Fernando, let me know, send me a message on here and let me know, am I doing it correctly? Should it have gone to my own YouTube page when I finish this stream? or does it just go to photos and then I have to? I'm sure it should have gone to YouTube. It actually went to YouTube channel, the actual channel, but the video didn't go to my YouTube channel. I had to download it from photos.
If I had control of which you are asking for impatiently, then that would be
I don't know if you realise, Fernando, if you're still there, that when you started at the beginning of the parade, which I must add, was probably one of the best parades of celebrating, I would say perhaps in the world, the other day. And I thought I'd seen it all with your wonderful videos. Halloween. Truly remarkable video, but I don't know if you realised at the beginning when you asked this lady, you were amongst all the journalists and the big boys, and you were so audacious. You started to interview her, but she said, sorry, I have to go, my producer is on the phone. She has been the anchor for this, was it NBC, she said? For 20 years, had 3 shows a day. She's an award-winning journalist. And there you were, interviewing her. So cheeky. Hello, how are you? You're going to say hello on YouTube Live? I could smell those sausages, wonderful. Oh, wonderful. Let me go over here and show you. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? 1, 2, oh my goodness. 7 staff. But very good. Here today, I mean I had 7, it's down to 3 now, so obviously nobody likes my video. So this is the end of the market. So it's a half a metre, which is 19.5 inches. £8. But as I said earlier today, guys, be warned. I mean, I think that's a lot of money, personally. Get a dry bread roll and a 19.5 inch sausage. But they will say to you, would you like onions? And you will say, oh yes please, and they will say £9 please. So they actually charge you £1 for the onions, so be warned. But I think that it's funny, I mean I wouldn't pay £8 personally, and I don't think I'm Scrooge, but I most definitely would be very annoyed about the pound. These here, look. Is it Anwar Al Sheikh? Am I right pronouncing your name? Please don't keep spamming my channel. Come on, give me a break. I mean, I don't mind, but please give me a break. You know, second time in my life, live. Can do without it. Thank you very much. Don't mind what you were saying. I agree, God is love, power of God. But don't spam my channel, please. You know, let's show some respect towards each other. One message is quite enough. Thank you very much. Yes, getting back to what I said, guys. Look at this, the gaps here. But it will come back. I have no doubt it will come back. It's such a different perspective. That's right, you keep spamming. Thanks very much. You obviously don't care about respecting other people. But, you know, one day maybe I will get one moderator, and then they will know how to deal with people like you. Anyway, happy channel. Could be worse. Magnificent market still. As I said, you know, Fernando asked me, it's about 60 degrees, I think. 58, 62. Well, slight chill, no wind. Really comfortable with a jumper jacket on. I was just going to say a pair of trousers. Obviously I'm wearing trousers. And just perfect evening.
Because he got to the top and he...
So, in the messages, my few viewers, and you, Fernando, maybe you can send me a message if you watch this video later. What is the answer to broadcasting live when you first start out? How does one increase one's... I mean, it really is up to anyone who comes in and just shares it, isn't it, on other channels? Or is it just a matter of persevering? I remember seeing, is it Manny? The guy, young black guy, he's a lovely guy, isn't he? He has a lovely channel. I think he has 7,000 viewers. And, not viewers, when I'm talking about, forgive me, subscribers. He's been going 4 years. He's a really, really nice person, wonderful person. I don't know if you've met him. A lovely channel, does great videos. He has collaborated with some of the big names in New York, and I remember him the other day walking around. I think he'd been on over half an hour, maybe it was a month ago or two, and he had only 11. I think he finished up with 41 at any one time, but he had 11. So, and that's in New York City, and someone who's got 7,000 subscribers. So I suppose it is a question of one persevering. But I'm happy because I wanted to bring this video live to everyone, to my subscribers, and I hopefully get home and I'll be able to post the day video today. I will be able to post it public so they know it's on there. But yes, Fernando, I've got 2 videos on there now running of the same thing. One went, as I said, generally on the YouTube sort of globally, and then the one I've had to post because it didn't actually go on my YouTube account. So tell me how that works. So I've actually got two videos working at this particular moment in time. Well, the same video, but 2 different areas. So get along, guys, support the local businesses. If the young lady who wanted to look at gifts today comes on here, I showed you some a little while back, but I haven't seen any other gift stores here, just that one, to be honest.
Otherwise I'll just be blind.
the sweetest. I did show you that earlier today. Young lady there, she's very sweet, very polite. Oh yes, here we have some gifts I will show you. Swarovski. Sorry about the lighting flickering. So that would be a little bit irritating for you. It's just jewelry and rings. Oh, they have something over here. Let me show you this. I have to get out of everyone's way. I'm very polite. Excuse me. We got little I need some water. I've been talking too much and I have a frog in my throat, so please forgive me. That's a big drink. Very experienced, no doubt. Looks like a, oh my goodness, the glass is huge. Here we are, back at the most popular area. Isn't it beautiful? Fernando's favourite place. Only because he's very fond of Floozy. I wish they would light her up tonight. They normally have all the lights on there. Looking back down from where we just came from. Bit closer up for you, and I'm going to finish the live video, but it's only the first night of 7 weeks, so let me know what you would like me to do. I know, apart from going away. Good night guys, hope you enjoyed my live video. Not many people in 7 at the moment, obviously because of not knowing I'm here. Or perhaps they do and they decided to go somewhere else. I'm only joking. My sense of humour, isn't that beautiful? Hola. Buenas noches. I suppose we could go on for another few minutes. Yes, hola. Joe, see. Nice to see you in here. Thank you. Tell all your friends. Let's get it up to 10. Then I'll be famous. Are you in Spain? Where are you? I'm just messing around with my camera at the moment. Hopefully I'm not disturbing you too much. Sorry about the little shaky. Oh, New Jersey. Hello. I watched so many New York videos, and no doubt you know the most popular ones. I'm just in Birmingham, UK. I was talking to Fernando, Super Friends NYC, earlier on. I'd like to go to New York. It's sort of on my bucket list. I've been to Las Vegas, California, but San Francisco, it's just so expensive. You know, you can find reasonably cheap places in New York, and as I said, I've watched thousands of videos from New York, walk, ride, fly. I'm not going to mention the one that everyone mentions. Nothing personal, but I just maybe, you know, for once, someone might not mention the one that everyone has to mention. And walk, ride, fly, Rob, he's great, urbanist. There's some great New York vloggers, although you do have your fair share of New York vloggers, don't you? You have thousands and thousands. Go see. And it's a truly remarkable city. Let's just take you up a little bit more. It's one of the most fascinating cities in the world, and it just makes me so angry. Even if I wanted to go for a couple of weeks holiday, it's the accommodation that hits me. You know, if you want a half-decent hotel, I know it's going to cost me maybe $200-300 a night. There's just no way I can pay that. And you know, even if I had the money, I wouldn't pay $200-300. I wouldn't pay it. But there's someone. Yes, no. As I said, I've been to Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Las Vegas, and that was a very long time ago, 40 years ago. You know, vlogging, you have to be not impolite, but you've got to be assertive, and I'm just so polite, but people will happily just knock you out of the way all day long. The only time I did fight my corner when we had the Commonwealth Games, and Lenny Henry came round this corner here actually, carrying the torch, and it was so funny because that's the only time I fought my corner. Otherwise I normally get knocked all over the place. People, they just do that, and that's it, the way it is. That's life. And there were loads of professional photographers and amateurs, and we were all round the corner behind me, and he came through. Oh, high security. He's a famous comedian, English comedian, very talented. I think he must be 60 now, carrying the torch. And I thought, I've got to get this for my viewers. And I literally had about half a dozen professional photographers with their cameras wrapped around my selfie stick, and then they're like playing, I don't know, what do you call that, bumper cars. I think these professional photographers were thinking, you know, they probably hate amateurs like me with at the moment it's a selfie stick, but I'm ordered a gimbal from Amazon, and your iPhone, you know, they think, oh, get out of the way, you know, go away. It's good fun. I've been 16 months. Please subscribe and share. I think I said today, we're nearly up to 4,000 hours in a year, but 16 months I've got 350 subscribers. If I can get 1,000, I then will monetize my channel, and One girl just monetized and managed to get, she's not $350 in 3 months, and she's so happy, so happy. But I said what I would do is donate the money to charity every month. So that's my objective. I get to film, which is something I've done all my life and been involved since I was maybe 8 years old. Hopefully I bring some comfort to my viewers, and then we can have some money from the monetization. If you get 1,000, you can apply to YouTube, and I think you just choose adverts then coming in and out your videos, and you get money for it. And obviously you wouldn't want to flood your video with too many adverts, but I'm not sure if I would ever get that. I think I probably my top might get another 2 or 3 years. I might get up to 500 or 600, which in the eyes of most vloggers, especially just the successful ones, they would just laugh. They get that amount of subscribers every time they broadcast, and a lot more. But you have to start somewhere. I've just started 16 months ago. My second live video. I think it's okay. If it breaks up, I'm really, really sorry. I might be able to go in and edit a little bit of it out, especially when I had a terrible cough back there. It was really awful. I nearly choked. So anyway, here we are back. And this is the fairground, I call it, part of the market, the celebration of Christmas. We have an extra one here. Ice skating rink. The swinging chairs is something else, I'm not sure what they call it, a new one. Restaurant here, and we also have the big wheel, which is called the Stratford-upon-Avon big wheel. If you look at the start of the video, you would have seen I've been in there. Please leave some comments, let me know what you think. Obviously, please understand this is a selfie stick filming. I will get a gimbal within the next couple of days. So, very quiet inside at the moment, but it is the first day. I remember when it used to be outside. It was quite remarkable. Outside the ice skating, no, outside the Symphony Hall before the extension. But it's not the climate. I mean, one year it just never stopped raining. Nobody used it. And then it went off for about 2 or 3 years. All this area, because it's just a massive building site. Obviously 3 years ago, because of COVID, or 2 years ago, it didn't come here. And then last year it did, although it's not as big as it used to be, the German Christmas market. And this is the third one, which is a 2-year period. German Christmas market. I can smell marijuana. I'm getting stoned. Oh, here we go. My spammer is back. Nice to see you. I was getting lonely. Oldbury. Oh, hello, talking rabbit. You know, there is a talking horse, isn't there? Do you remember, Mr. Ed? And I can sing that to you. A horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a talking horse. That is, of course, if the horse is a famous Mr. E. You never heard of a talking horse? Well, listen to this. I am Mr. Ed. Do you remember that? That was the introduction. You're probably too young. The talking horse. And now I've met a talking rabbit, the first time in my life. Good evening, talking rabbit. Don't forget to subscribe. We've got to get the 1,000 subscribers. It's up to you guys. I'm then going to disclose monthly all the money I get from monetization, and we're going to donate it to various charities. And yes, I am on a state pension. I'm not rich. I rent a flat, which takes 88% of my pension, but I don't want the money. I don't have a car. I live on my own, totally. But I want to do some good. So the money, you take the girl who earned, you know, she's a small channel, like mine. She said it takes on average 2 to 3 years to get 1,000. Like 16 months I got 350. So, but I can't see it moving. It's so slow. I'm hoping you guys will just share, and I will broadcast quite a lot. This market is here for 7 weeks, and hopefully we'll get up to 1,000. Oh, thank you, Talking Rabbit. I'll send you some carrots. And if I just sent what she earned in 3 months, take that over a year, $1,400, £1,400. Not bad, is it? So we can, I might even ask my followers every month, I'm dreaming now, but if we get up to 1,000, to suggest a charity, and then I will pick one. I won't personally pick one. It'll be like a draw. Every month I will take down and note all the charities. Look at that, that's the new one. All the charities you suggested. I will then pick one and tell you every month, and that's what we will do. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's horrible. Would you want to go in that? Oh my goodness. You know, I hope the reception's okay, Talking Rabbit. Maybe just give me a thumbs up. I know the sound will be okay. As you know, it's out of my control, and it's only my second live broadcast in my life. It's funny, isn't it? You go on there, then you spend 99% of the time screaming. I wouldn't go on there. Oh my goodness, look at them up there. Let's see if we can zoom in. Well, it doesn't worry them. Oh, I would hate that. One of the reasons I did not want to go live. Oh look, it's still going, look. That's horrendous, look. It's because I don't have a contract. I don't text. I live an isolated life. I live on my own. I'm retired, and I don't have. I don't use a phone. Bonjour. I always enjoy your videos. Come to Paris hotels are much cheaper here than the very first big wheel you had. About 25 years came from France. Oh, David Watson. Nice to see you, David. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm glad you enjoy my videos. I've had problems lately, I apologise, with gimbals, and obviously a bit shaky tonight, but we will get the gimbal within a couple of days, and you know it stabilises everything, and it'll be really wonderful. That's a new restaurant there. This is a multi-million pound extension of the glorious Symphony Hall. They've obviously got something going on there this evening, and even over there, the Rep Theatre, I think it was a £2.7 million refurbishment last year. And all this was closed here last year. Do you know something interesting? Guys, there was a beautiful plaque here of Matthew Bolton, James Watt and William Murdoch here. And I don't know if someone has stolen it. It was a beautiful inner glass cabinet telling you about Matthew Bolton, James Watt and William Murdoch. And I don't know, did it get broken? Let's have a look. Can't tell. Would someone have brought some spanners and taken it home? Because it was very beautiful, and it would have looked beautiful, to be honest with you, on anyone's wall. But, you know, how dare they? I can hear fireworks. Fireworks? Bonjour. Yes, you are absolutely right, David. I should go to Paris. I've always wanted to go. It's not very far. Get a cheap flight. The thing that I love about Paris that fascinates me is the restaurants and coffee bars. You know, I could spend my life in a restaurant. I could spend my life in a coffee bar, and the pastries in France and the stunningly beautiful coffee bars and restaurants and hotels. Yes, David, I probably would go to places like Europe. I want to go to Japan, and I want to go to, it is beautiful, isn't it? I mean, you know, this is the first day, second live video. I've had a few people, what you learn from filming is when I'm non-live, it's not a problem at all. At first I used to think, oh, how can you stick off it and do all sorts of naughty things? But, you know, 60 frames a minute, you're in one frame, I'll take you out, you don't exist. This is Centenary Square, just off Victoria Square in Birmingham, the Rep Theatre here. I mean, you wouldn't believe how it's changed. Birmingham's been under construction for about 20 years. The wonderful Symphony Hall, everything. And even last year, as I mentioned earlier on in this video, this whole area was a... No, I tell you why I wouldn't make coffee bar reviews, Fernando. And I am naughty sometimes, but it's all tongue-in-cheek. There are so many coffee experts and foodies on YouTube. There's so many that can actually do it a lot better than I can, and so many that think suddenly they have become a foodie and a coffee expert. And if I asked so-called some of those coffee experts what under extraction and over extraction means when you know, roast your coffee and then you grind it, they wouldn't know what it means. Come to think of it, I don't. No, I'm only joking. Look at the swinging chairs up there, look. Oh. So I wouldn't, because they just... And then getting back to people like, there's someone called SHU, she lives in London, Chinese girl, and obviously in America, but she's moved to Las Vegas now. She's called Cup of TJ. I mean, she's, again, a Chinese girl, she's incredible. And Shu. But you know, the Chinese, they really know their food. They make videos. You take Shu, for example, in London, just moved into a new apartment, bless her, with her boyfriend. She really knows her food, but she also knows how to make food videos. I mean, you take me 16 months ago, I couldn't switch a camera on. And I found from personal experience that filming food is one of the most difficult challenges you would ever have as a vlogger. If you watch Shu and watch how she does it, and obviously she's maybe 30, I think she's 32. Forgive me, Shu, if you're younger. She could make a computer talk. She was born on one, practically probably the age group, and she's very intelligent, and she knows what to do, and there isn't a problem, and there isn't anything she cannot do. But she would show you how you make food videos. I did try once or twice at home, and they were shocking. They were nasty. So I said to myself, no, I leave it to the people who, you know, not necessarily it's their profession, but people like Shu and Cup of TJ. I don't know if you've watched Cup of TJ, Fernando. Oh, I mean, she is incredible. Just moved from New York. She now lives in Las Vegas. And I remember her talking about when she first started her video. She actually said the first year or two, she used to run home and change her profile almost every other week. And she said she would come home and she would hear crickets, nothing. So you've got to be patient, haven't you, and persevere. I mean, the area I move in, it's a limited area, although now this will help me expand, hopefully, and who knows, it might get us up to the 1,000. But yeah, she makes, and there's someone called Hannah Ricketts in London. She's funny. She just goes like, she would go to Poundland for 23 minutes. You see her in her car. She's 35, very high class. She's very beautiful and also just very intelligent. She's a branding agent expert. She'll go to 23 minutes Poundland. Can you imagine? If I went to Poundland, I might get one viewer. 152,000 views. And this is just a hobby for her. 152,000 reviews in 2 weeks. Hannah Ricketts. But she just has something. It's a bit like, and I'm not patronising you, Fernando, Super Friends NYC. The guy's incredible. He's very naughty sometimes. Don't always agree with what he does. He's naughty. But he is remarkable, tremendous charisma, talent, and people love him. And I know you've got nearly 21,000 now, Fernando. I mean, I know you had another channel, and now you've been doing it for about 4 years. But you really should have 1 million subscribers as far as I'm concerned. I'm always embarrassed because let's be honest, everyone will ask you almost immediately how many subscribers, and you would say, oh, 350. And they will go, oh, right. And they've gone. If you said 100,000, they say, oh, would you like to collaborate with me? Oh, yes, would you like to join my cliquey little cub? Please come and collaborate with me. You've got 100,000. It's just a little, my sense of humour now, guys. Don't get upset if you are one of those very popular vloggers. You make wonderful videos. This is this Brindley Place, my favourite place in Birmingham. Yeah, Brum is fab now. Came back here 5.5 years ago from living in Spain on and off for 13 years. And I used to come from Cheltenham. I lived there for 10 years. I was born just outside London. This is just have a pitch and piano, a refurb. There is you see down there, I think it used to be called Pizza Express. You see down there where it's empty, straight down, and it goes all the way around. Well, it's someone's going to take it over very quickly. It's the only empty restaurant here now. They would just take it over because it's a hot spot round here. Alchemist has had a refurbishment. It's very beautiful inside. But I'm not going to go inside because I'm not going to intrude on people having dinner. I just don't think it's right, putting the camera in their face. And yes, Brindley Place is beautiful. The Brum is. So I came back nearly 5.5 years ago. I thought, I'll go to Birmingham, multicultural city, lovely people, very friendly. I know it has problems, I'm not naive, But if ever there were a place in England where I feel, you know, you got Indians, Pakistanis, multicultural city where you don't have any prejudiced feelings towards anyone, it's Birmingham. If we chose a place in England, and I love that. I love that. Isn't it beautiful here? Look at this, guys. Now, I sang a Christmas carol here 2 years ago and walked down the centre there, and I was frozen solid. And one of the security officers came along. Oh, look, one of the lights, oh, some of the lights, I know, maybe they don't have lights on all of them. Oh, they do. They need to change some of the bulbs. I'm going to complain. And she said, what are you doing? I said, I'm singing Christmas carol. Oh, and another time, this was funny, I had my camera on a tripod. I mean, they're only doing their job. And it was one of those mini tripods. I mean, you know, you could literally put it in your hand. And he came running over and said, not allowed. And you know how sometimes the security people are over enthusiastic. And I had to say to him, calm down, it's fine. Don't worry, I'll pick it up. And he said, oh, you can pick it up and hold it and film, but you're not allowed to put it on the ground. And I said to him, well, that's the most absurd thing I've ever heard. Anyway, that was it. But here they have an incredible projector which shines on all these buildings. And I'm not sure if I've still got my live video of singing my Christmas carol here, and it was on at the time, but I've never seen it on since the beginning of COVID. For some reason, they never switch it on, and it's really stunning. If you can find the video, I don't know if I took it down, to be honest. You'll see it's all lit up with blue and the projectors over the whole area. Do you know, if there were ever a perfect time, Fernando asked me, for filming, it's 58 degrees, it's cool, there's no wind after the weather we have been having. Truly remarkable. And the other thing I like about, well, some live filming, I'm going to have to see what happens when I switch this off. I had a coughing bout. I need to try to take that out of the video. It would be very annoying for my viewers. I'm going to say good night, guys. God bless you. Thank you for joining. Tell everyone, let's get up to 1,000. It's not for any other reason than to monetize the channel, because it is hard work, but the expense is minimal. People go on about supporting the channel. £100 gimbal, you always have a phone anyway, and my time, which is always a pleasure to film for my subscribers, and it's a passion I've had since I was 8 years old. And we can also monetize it, and as I said, very quickly again, you suggest a charity once a month. I'll tell you what I have collected. I'll send the statement through so you can all see it. I wouldn't lie. And then I'll draw. And we do that once a month, but we've got a long way to go still. We've got 650 subscribers we need. See you soon, guys. Take care. I have to say, I really enjoyed my second live video in my life. Hopefully, many more. See you soon. Good night.